Good evening, viewers, and welcome to Tuesday Night Football here on Axe Television Network. And we are coming to you from the Otto Bolen Stadium here in Couva as we get set to bring you round one final game here in the TT Pro League 2015-2016 league. And we have W Connection in their familiar all green with white stockings, and they will be coming up against Club Sando. Club Sando in their orange. Club Sando coming off their first victory just a couple of days ago, defeating Caledonia by 3-goal advantage. So tasting victory for the first time is Club Sando, but they will have a tough task ahead when they come up against W Connection. And that's the start of the match between W Connection and Club Sando. W Connection, one of the stronger teams in the league and in the competition so far. They have been doing pretty well. Caribbean champions, Pro League champions, and as I said, Club Sando, well, they will be coming into this game with some sort of confidence here, winning that game against Caledonia. So it's going to be the first corner of the match, and it's going to be W Connection corner. It's going to be taken by the number 16, that's Alvin Jones, the skipper, Alvin Jones. In comes the corner, but it's headed out by the defender for Club Sando. Still Connection. Connection, one of the teams who definitely can control the ball for long periods. And we're seeing it here, putting a number of passes together. And it's an opportunity there for Neil Benjamin Jr., but the ball running a bit too fast for Benjamin. It goes out of play, so it's going to be a goal kick to Club Sando. So that's Kevon Woodley into Humphreys. Humphreys managing to keep it in play. It's a tussle between Jesse Downing, but it's back with Hodge, Tristan Hodge. Terence Lewis is in goal for W Connection. Gilad Archibald is on the bench. So Connection giving their young goalkeeper an opportunity. That's Williams for Club Sando. Inside to that's Gerard London. London's forced to go right back to Cornel Thomas. Back to Lewis. So Club Sando showing that they are not going to be daunted by the task of playing W Connection, one of the bigger teams in the Pro League. So again, if you are now joining us, this is Tuesday Night Football here on Axe Television Network. And an opportunity here and some uncertainty there for a minute in the defense of Club Sando. But it's back out with Jabari with Devon Modest. And there's a foul there on Humphrey. So it's going to be a free kick to Club Sando, just meters away from the center line. Humphreys is back with Humphreys. Humphreys, a former standout from the Naparima College days. Good run there by Jesse Downing. Back to Humphreys. Humphreys inside to, that's Gerard London. London inside to Woodley. Obstructed there, movement there is Gerard London by the official, but it's still with Club Sando. Club Sando showing some good signs here in the early stages. And infringement call just outside the 18-yard box. So it's going to be a strike on goal, I would guess, coming from the Club Sando team as they is being awarded a free kick for the infringement there on, that's Cornel Thomas. So it's Keel Humphreys with a free kick. We are also seeing Kermel Rivers there. So testing time for Lewis in goal for W Connection. In comes the shot, but it goes over, but no worries whatsoever for Lewis. But a good strike nevertheless, so it's back with W Connection. Inside to Tristan Hodge. That's the skipper of the Connection outfit, Alvin Jones. Back with Goddard. Goddard to Hodge. Hodge tries to advances, then decides to go back with Goddard. Straight into the arms of Kelvin Henry for Club Sando. Sends it down into the Connection half of the field. Good turn there by Gerard Williams. It's back with Showtime. Showtime inside to Frederick. That's Gidari, former skipper of Naparima College. And it's an opportunity here for Woodley, but Woodley is tightly marked there and not given the time or space, but nevertheless it goes out of bounds. And it's going to be the first corner of the match for Club Sando. So it's going to be Rivers with the corner. He's going to take it with his left foot. Looking for that curling ball, definitely, and good coming there and timing there by Lewis, but still not out of danger. Finally goes out of touch. Good positioning there by goalkeeper Lewis to get his hands on the ball. So just on the 10-minute mark here at the Attobolin Stadium. W Connection versus Club Sando. TT Pro League action. Alvin Jones. Good pass there to Frederick. Frederick advances inside. But a lot of orange jerseys there and no green shirts. Straight into the arms of Kelvin Henry for Club Sando. So connection, a number of passes together. That's the good part about W Connection football. They can keep control of the ball for long periods and frustrate their opponents. That's a foul there on Hodge by Woodley. Woodley, better known as Showtime, has scored some really remarkable goals in his career. Hence the reason Showtime is attached to his name. Again, a good ball there for Ryan Frederick, but was equally read there by the Club Sando player. Hodge advances deep into the Club Sando half. Sends it to Frederick. Frederick back to Hodge. Back to skipper Jones. Jones back to Gerard Williams. William turns. Frederick. Goddard. Williams. Goddard. That's Alvin Jones. Tries to turn. So finally, I was about to say finally Club Sando got hold of the ball, but as soon as I said it, they lost it, and the ball is a bit too strong for Benjamin, and the ball outruns him and goes out of touch. So it's going to be a goal kick to Club Sando. So W Connection definitely having more possession here as the game goes on. They are putting a lot more passes together, keeping a lot more control of the game, but Club Sando still in it. That's Jerome Williams inside to Gerard London. London evades two players nicely. Good composure shown there by London. Looking to get that ball down to Devon Modest, but quickly broken up, but it's back with Club Sando. And an opportunity here for Club Sando. And inside there, what that ball to, is it Ryan Frederick? That's Shannon Gomez, another young secondary school standout. Good ball, that's inside. The well, good goalkeeping there by Kevin Henry. And for I think that both Henry and the W Connection player clash, but Henry is up. The player for W Connection not seeing the number on his t-shirt, so I'm not sure who he is, but he's still on the ground. Number 19, that's Dwight Quintero, but really was equal opportunity there for Quintero and Kevin Henry, the goalkeeper. Defense Force already winning the Royal Fletcher Trophy, capturing the top honors in round one, and doing it so in fine style last night at the Hazel Crawford Stadium, demolishing Caledonia by 8-0. So first round honors going to Defense Force. Not being able to keep it in play there is Showtime. Ryan Frederick. Hodge goes right back to his defender Gerard Williams. One will recall, and it's Benjamin inside to Jones, back to Benjamin, and the official flag is up. But as I was saying, one will recall some either last year or year before when these two teams met in a cup where W Connection beat Club Sando, who was at that time in the Super League by a 1-0 margin. And that game, Club Sando really gave a great performance. So maybe a lot hinging on what they knew that they did against W Connection, and they're trying to apply it here, and also with that victory over Caledonia. So a lot is happening here in this game, still goalless. 27 minutes gone. So definitely the percentage of ball possession here have really gone to W Connection. Looking to get Ryan Frederick. Jesse Dowding. Woodley not being able to get a ball in place. It's throwing to Connection. Quickly taken there by Tristan Hodge. The skipper Alvin Jones. Just inside the center circle. Decides to send it wide. Gomez back to Goddard. Goddard inside back to Jones. Jones decides to go the way of Tristan Hodge. And an opportunity there for Dimitri Apai, but he fumbles, but yet still is awarded the corner. So corner number 4 for W Connection. So applying some more pressure here on Club Sando is W Connection. Their 4th corner kick. And wow, that ball was heading goal bung, and Henry was badly out of play, but it cleared out there again by the defenders for Club Sando. Still Connection across the face of the goal, but it's headed down. But it's back with that's Goddard. Goddard goes back to Gerard Williams, and it's Connection again with that long ball there, neatly taken down there by Frederick. Frederick still has it. Back to Jones. So tremendous pressure applied here to Club Sando. And getting that ball in with the outside of his foot there is Frederick. And the ball going out of touch. So Club Sando in the last couple of minutes really withstanding some pressure in the defense. But still, with 31 minutes gone, Connection still not able to penetrate or to open their account here over Club Sando. A bad piece of football there by Club Sando, gives back possession, and it's back with W Connection. A true ball there by Frederick to Apai. Apai still manages to hold it in place. That's Jones. Humphreys takes a shot, but that's Jamari Mitchell actually, number 24, Jamari Mitchell. But ball goes wide out of touch. So viewers, if you are now joining us, again, this is the Tuesday Night Football here on Accepted Network. The match in progress is in the final round of round 1 of the TT Pro League season. It's Club Sando and the All Orange and W Connection. With 34 minutes gone here, it's still locked at 0-0. It's an opportunity here for Club Sando. Club Sando have been having some opportunities, but as far and the ball comes in, and Club Sando off a rebound has opened the scoring over W connection. Well, how a football game can change so rapidly. And I think it's Devon Modest, but what we saw there is the shot coming in and Lewis unable to get it cleanly, and Modest right there with the opportunity putting the header past Lewis. So Club Sando, to a lot of us here, surprisingly has taken the lead. What are they going to do about it? Can they hold on, and will we see Connection here applying some pressure? But the first 35 minutes here that we have seen in this game, Connection definitely having the better exchanges, and out of nothing, Club Sando has taken the advantage. So is this goal going to inspire Club Sando, and we see Woodley there, and Woodley there is being infringed by Jevon Jones. Trying to do a bit too much there is Woodley. That's a pie. Frederick. Jones. And Jones running in an offside position. I'm sure must have caused some panic there with the Club Sando supporters. What is strange, I must admit, is the first time that I have come to any football game where Club Sando is playing and their support base is as dead as a doornail. That is something you don't see with Club Sando. And good control there by Woodley. Woodley sends it across the face of the goal, and it's an opportunity here. But infringement call. Yes, and as I was mentioning, it's the first time actually we are not seeing any support here whatsoever for Club Sando, and that is very, very strange. They have the most vocal, and that's Benjamin. And Quintero there not being able to steady himself. Ball goes aimlessly past Henry in goal. So just about a minute left here in regulation time. There's no fourth official board here, so we cannot actually tell you with certainty how many time is remaining. But it's Club Sando again, and Club Sando really has sprung to life after scoring that goal. But I think Humphrey has gotten a corner for Club Sando. It's the second of the game for Club Sando. Currently they lead by 1-0. Goal scored in the 35th minute from the head of Devon Modest. Short corner taken back with Humphrey. Humphrey turns, hesitating a bit too long there is Humphrey. He's now maybe taking a bit too long there is Humphrey. Should have done better. Should have crossed that ball, actually. And that's the sound of the referee's whistle to indicate the end of the first half. A first half that saw W Connection definitely putting the pressure on W Connection here, but at the end of the first 45 minutes, the goal from Devon Modest separates these two teams. Club Sando 1, W Connection 0. So we are going to take a break. When we return, we go straight into the second half of this exciting match. Remember, this is Axe Television Network, Tuesday Night Football. Welcome back, viewers. Welcome back to Tuesday Night Football here at the Atterbury Stadium. And we are just about set to resume second half action in this match between W Connection and Club Sando. And it's going to be interesting to see if Club Sando can add to that one goal advantage, or will we see a superior second half here by W Connection. But already we see Club Sando. But definitely since after the goal that was scored, Club Sando seemed to have generated some eagerness. That they are in the game, notwithstanding it's just a slim one goal advantage. That's Gomez, Jones, that's Goddard. Jones looking to take a shot, and good power there from the boot of Alvin Jones, but equally good save there by Kelvin Henry. So the goal scorer for Club Sando, that's Devon Modest. He's on the sideline. It appears that he has picked up some injury being attended there by the physio Ryan, but he seems to be okay. He's up and moving about. All the while, and it's Jones taking a shot there, but it's low and well blocked there. Back to full strength there is Club Sando, and straight away Modest is back in action and sends it on, looking to get it onto the far side there to the on-rushing Jesse Downing, but interception nicely there by the W Connection player. That's Jones. Still just the entire coaching staff of W Connection still seated. Anthony Street, the coach for the Club Sando, very vocal, has been on his feet for quite a while. A very disappointed crowd, one must say, here at the Atterbury Stadium. The resumption of the TT Pro League after the Christmas break. Maybe some of the supporters are still in the Christmas mood, or they are gone straight into the carnival mood. So football is the last thing on the mind. Not that we have grown accustomed seeing any great turnout, but something that I mentioned earlier, and it's very disappointed. It's the first time we have not seen a Club Sando supporter at any one of their games. Maybe if they win this encounter, it certainly that should give their supporters. Remember, they were on a losing streak until that victory against Caledonia. And if they should hold on here for this victory against W Connection, this will be a huge effort here for this team, which is in its first year in the Pro League. And infringement. That's Jones. Benjamin. Floating ball across. And again, some anxious moments there for Club Sando. Still the connection there, that's Frederick. Benjamin. Jones. Jones. Fumbles there. It's back with, but and finally the ball goes off the touch, but some anxious moments there for Club Sando. Finding it difficult at times to get that ball out of their defense. If you are now joining us, the Club Sando still leading by that goal in the 35th minutes by Devon Modest. And I'm sure that the supporters who will be coming in now will be a bit surprised to know the score. Club Sando versus W Connection, and Club Sando is ahead, but there's 14 minutes going here in the second half, so still a lot of time to be played. A lot of work for Club Sando, because they will have to maintain that lead. That's Jones. Jones to Benjamin, takes it down nicely, goes inside, puts it on his right foot. Goes back inside, that's the number, that's Goddard. Up high. Back to Goddard. Still danger lurking there for Club Sando. Mitchell. Definitely Club Sando game has improved. A much better count here in the second half for Club Sando. Back with Alvin. Alvin sends it to Gerard Williams. Back to Jones. Jones looking to get that ball inside there to Quintero. Quintero has been out of the game so far, but still maintaining possession. There is a true ball there for Neil Benjamin Jr. Sends it across the face of the goal, and timely interception there. Timely, but Cornel Thomas. Well, finally, Stuart Lefevre is up. Maybe showing some concern now. Here is the connection coach. Andrews. Frenchman call there on Gomez. So Alvin Jones with the free kick. A 3-man wall for Club Sando, but not. So another bite of the cherry there for W Connection. It's Andrews with the corner. Tightly marked, there's Andrews, but he evades nicely. Back to Jones. Jones to Andrews. Floats it across the face of the goal. And that shot coming in there, and it's an opportunity. And again, two opportunities there for W Connection, but Club Sando in some issues there, and still unable to get that ball into the back of the net. So we're going to be seeing the third and final substitution here for W Connection, and it's number 32, Isaiah Hudson. And when we recall, only a couple months back we saw Hudson coming out for Naprima College in the secondary schools league. So he has really, climbed the ladder quickly, given a position here on the Connection senior team. Let's see if he can dominate as how he did in the college league. Andrews turns nicely. Andrews cleared out by the defender for Club Sando. So young Akim Andrews there, definitely what is tightly marked there, still forcing him to go back to her. That's Gomez. Gomez sends it across the face of the goal, and the head goes up, but it goes over the bar. So with the introduction of young Akim Andrews, a lot of attack on the right side here is building up for Connection, and we see another substitution here. Well, actually, it's Isaiah Hudson, the standout player for Naprima College in the 2015 Secondary Schools Premier League. He is taking the field, and he is on for another Naparima College player, Jabari Mitchell, and Sando, Kieran Mitchell, very stocky, strong player. He has taken the field, so Connection making all three changes. Club Sando with just one change. Coming off there is Ryan Fredericks. So another player for Club Sando is down, but the play continues. Finally, the whistle is blown by the referee, so another stoppage here. That's Goddard. That's Gomez. Hakeem Andrews turns. Back to his skipper, Jones. Jones turns. Back in, that's Goddard now. But so we are seeing Club Sando, regardless of what may transpire at the end of the 90 minutes, they are playing with a lot of confidence here after scoring that goal here. They are really holding their own. It's going to be a free kick. That's maybe a point of concern here for coach Anthony Street, giving away a bit too many free kicks in places where we know Avejos can do some damage. So there needs to be a bit careful. That's Jones. Shot comes in, and it wasn't too far off. Good striking power, just meters over the bar. So with just about 12 minutes remaining here in this game, it's at a crucial stage for W Connection, and more so for Club Sando. Can they maintain their composure and hold on to that lead? And we see, as I was saying, composure there. Hakeem Humphreys didn't hold on to his composure and nearly found himself in some trouble there. If the Club Sando can maintain this victory over W Connection, some will say it's a revenge for the club match that they thought Club Sando should have won. A nice ball there for Alvin Jones. And still has it there is Jones. But and well, the official on the near side here has waved his flag. So is it? Yes, it's going to be yet another. Is it? Yes, it's going to be a free kick. It's going to be a free kick. This time a bit further off, but still with the ability by Alvin Jones, he can create some disturbance in the defense of the Club Sando. So as I said earlier, Club Sando needs to try to eliminate the number of free kicks being given away inside that 18-yard box. And well. How many more chances will W Connection miss? And can the Club Sando maintain their composure and hold on to this slim 1-0 lead? That's Andrews. Shot coming in there from Jones. Again, Alvin Jones' shots selections are not what the coach will want of him at this point in time, and he knows it from his body language. He knows that he should have done much better on a number of occasions. Club Sando needs to try to, when they get the ball, try and not give it away like what they are doing now, but still manages to keep it in place. But in the meantime, commits the foul. That's Kieran Mitchell. This definitely will be a huge disappointment here for W Connection if they are to go down in defeat here. Some would say definitely they are the stronger team. And an opportunity, and close shave there by Jamal Charles. Club Sando needs to gain possession and hold possession. They are giving away the ball too frequently in the dines, and it's Jones. Jones to Andrews. Andrews has some space. Sends it across the face of the goal. And again. And Club Sando really needs to. We are hearing the coach telling them to organize, and they are not organized in the back in the last couple of minutes. Again, we see here. So Club Sando definitely needs to be composed. They need to slow the pace down. They need to hold possession, walk some time off the clock. Again, we see them here losing possession. It's back with Neil Benjamin there, stumbling there, not holding on. And Club Sando escapes. Just about 5 minutes of regulation time remaining. Again, we see an opportunity here, break for W connection. Are we going to see a hard break goal here in the dying seconds? That's Andrews, nicely marked there and rid of the ball there. He needs to get rid of the ball there, the Club Sando player. Again, outnumbered there is the goal scorer, Devon Modest. Gomez, Goddard. Desperation time here. Anxious moment, very anxious moment here on both benches. That's Goddard. Frederick. We see Jack Whedon, the number 12 for Club Sando. Just about 3 minutes of regulation time remaining. Alvin Jones to Akin Andrews. That's Hudson. Hudson really have not been in the game since coming on as much as what the coach would have liked to see. Back with Goddard. That's Tristan Hodge. Gerard Williams. Williams goes inside, looking to get Alvin Jones, but Jones is tightly marked, but still there is Jones. Sends it back to Andrews. Andrews looking across the face of the goal, but it's headed out by the defender. So desperation time here on for both teams, and a clumsy and silly foul there by Kevin Woodley gives away yet another free kick. Jack Whedon still waiting to take his place on the field, and he'll do that now. So off comes the goal scorer, Devon Modest. He would have done his part. It's now up to the rest of the team and it's 2 minutes of injury time from the indication shown here by the fourth official. In comes the yes, so it's about 2 minutes here shown by the fourth official. So this will be a huge victory for Club Sando, and a very disappointed loss for W Connection if this score stays as at the end of the full time. Ball strong on the far side there for Neil Benjamin. Sends it back. Frederick. Jones. Williams. Andrews. Hudson. So good defending and good marking here by the club Sando. But still double connection here. Trying to sneak in that lone item that will tie this game up. That's Hudson. No, that's Andrews. And Isaiah Hudson could have been a hero here this afternoon. But a tame shot straight into the arms of Kelvin Henry. And time definitely running out here for W connection. That's Whedon. Humphreys. Need to hold. There is Humphrey. Run some time off the clock. And a very silly piece of football there by Humphrey. That's Humphreys. And a foul call there on Alvin Jones. And I'm sure that young Humphrey is going to stay on the ground for a lot of time, maybe to run some precious seconds off the clock. And it's going to be a free kick to Club Sando. And oh, how they are wishing that that referee can blow that whistle. This will be their second consecutive victory and definitely their biggest victory to date. No one would have expected them to. No one would have expected them to come away winners over W Connection. In comes the ball, and Showtime finding himself in a very good position, but only able to get it into the side of the netting. And the referee hand is up, and Club Sando really have done themselves proud here, coming away with a 1-0 victory over W Connection, and they will really be celebrating tonight because it's really a great opportunity here for them to build some confidence as they approach the transfer window and is expected to strengthen their team with some new players. So a good victory here nevertheless. So as we leave you from the Attobolan Stadium with the news, the 35th minute goal in the first half by Devon Modest separating Club Sando and W Connection. Club Sando 1, W Connection 0. This is Axe Television Network and you have been viewing Tuesday Night Football right here on this channel.